listeners. How's everybody doing today? Excuse me, let me clear my throat. Today is, what day is it? It is Tuesday, August 13th, 2019, and it is 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Hello to everybody that is in the chat room. Let's see who we've got in here. So far it says that I have nobody watching. So that's kind of sad, but hopefully you'll all show up soon. The first one in and the first person that gets the gold star for being first in the chat room tonight is Susan Baker. And then Sandra's Beaded Heart Treasures is there. And let's see. It says I'm live. I'm hoping you all are seeing this. So just let me know if everything's working and that you can hear me. I am in my dining room. I am drinking some coffee because Mama needs her Joe. Let's see if I can't shrink this screen. That's the problem when you're working on the laptop. Things is small. So if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am retired and Mama needs moolah to buy supplies. So every little bit helps. So I would appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe if you can and ring the bell so you know when I post a new video. And I know my face is all over the place because I'm like, where's the camera? But I'm actually using my laptop face camera right now, and I'm going to switch to a secondary video camera that I have, and there is a few seconds delay in the video camera because I'm using I can actually show it to you. I'm using a portable Elgato card, and what this is, inside here is some circuit boards and some magic that allow you to stream your HDMI camera directly to your computer and to YouTube. So that's pretty cool. But the external USB connected Elgato card does have a few seconds delay. So hello there, my lovely granddaughter-in-law almost is in the chat room. Hello, Brittany. How are you, my love? I hope you and Kelly are doing well. I'm going to be sending Kelly a little something to help with the books. Did you get your courses and everything all set for, what is it? It's 10 days or so that school starts. I told Kelly I would send him a little something. Oh, you're going to be painting? How wonderful! That is awesome sauce. And if you want to show anything off, I encourage folks that if you're in the chat room, hi Kelly, sweetheart, how are you? My grandson is in there. Oh, I'm so excited. So if you are in the chat room and you would like to share some of your work and what you're working on tonight or whatever, and you're a member of the flock on Facebook, go ahead and pop over to Facebook, go to the flock, post a picture, and then let me know in the chat room that you've posted the picture, and I will switch cameras and we can go look at it together. So you're good with your schedules. Okay, well, Kelly, I'm going to be sending you a little something to help with the textbooks because I know they're disgustingly expensive. So and you know, and that was great grandma. When great grandma sent me my birthday check, she included the phrase "share the wealth." So that's what I have been doing. I have been sharing the wealth with you and with your dad. And Kelly, wow, you made your dad's life. He was ecstatic that you got to come, and he was so excited to see you. So that was really good. So plan on doing that again. Anytime you're driving, you know, like to see Brittany's mom in Pennsylvania, touch base with your dad and see if he's available. because that's kind of awesome. But anyway, so let me switch to the overhead. It was a good time, and I had so much fun with you here. I cried when you two left. I just had so much fun with you two. Let me switch to my overhead camera, and this is where the delay is. I'm going to put my hand on here, and it'll be a couple of seconds before you see it. There you go. So it's about a 1 or 2 second delay. So this is where I stand so far with the pattern. And let's see now. This camera is not all that wonderful, but I want to try and show you a few things. If you see the roll of paper there on the floor, that is rolling off the back beam. And let's see if I can't move you in without making anybody seasick here. Let's see. Hang on. That's the back beam of the loom, and there's only like 1 or 2 wraps of paper left, which means I'm almost done to my loom, done with my warp. And moving in this way, let's see if I can actually show you this. You see all them rolls? That's all scarf wrapped up in that paper. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, but my little friend just came to my window. I have a bunch of hummingbirds out here. Let's see if I can zoom in. And let me slide this over. I don't want to make you all seasick, but that's one of my feeders right there. And there, you see the little hummer? He was just there. There you go. I wish I could make it clearer, but I can't. He's still buzzing. That feeder does not have a perch. The other two have perches, but the one that's further out and more easily to video, of course, is actually empty. So he has this one there, and then there's another one behind, closer to my kitchen window. So those are my little hummers. And they give me dirty looks through the kitchen window when the thing is empty. So I'm sorry it's not clearer. I don't know if there's a autofocus or not. But anyway, so those are my friends. I have about 14 of them that frequent. All right, hang on. Don't get seasick, guys. Don't get seasick. I just found this tripod, and it is not the most user-friendly. So I'm having problems because, of course, I stopped to show you. I had to stop and show you my hummers. All right, now let's tighten that down. That's getting looser. There we go. That's more better. Okay. All right, so this is my rigid heddle loom, and this is a 4-shaft pattern. It's supposed to be a pinwheel, and occasionally you can actually see the pinwheel. Oh, let's go take a look. Hang on. Susan Baker just posted a photo in the flock. Let's go over there and see it. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Isn't that something? That is awesome. How beautiful. That is just gorgeous, Susan. Very, very pretty. So very nice. All right, let me switch back to my other screen. So that's really pretty. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's very difficult. You can kind of see the pinwheels along here, just a little bit. Like right there, you can see the little hooky. So that is a scarf, and I'm hoping that I can finish it tonight and take it off the loom. And if we have time, um, I can show you how I do twisted fringe. So 4 shaft on a rigid heddle loom has to be done. This only has 1 heddle, and on this loom I can actually have more than 1 heddle, but for this pattern I thought it would be easier to just use heddle rods, and these are the heddle rods back here. You can see them up there in the corner. That's number 4, this is number 3, and this is number 2. And the pattern is a 4 shaft pinwheel, so that means that I'm lifting heddles 1 and 2 for the first pass, then 1 and 3 for the second pass, and then I'm dropping this into neutral and I'm lifting 2 and 4, and then for the last one I'm doing 3 and 4. So that's how you get the pattern. Hello, Janet. How are you, my love? I hope you have been well. Okay, so let's do a bit of weaving. You won't be able to see it, but I have 54 inches marked here, and I have a pin here that you can see, and that's 60 inches. So I've got about 65 inches on here right now. So let's do this. So I'm lifting heddle 1 and heddle 2, and this camera is not in a very good position, that's for sure. And I have a floating salvage on both ends of this warp. I've got 1 here and 1 here. And what those do is those make sure that you catch the weft thread at the edge. Because if you don't, then you're going to have loose warp threads coming out of the side of the piece. And that's a no bueno. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so there is the first pass. Now we are doing 1 and 3. And occasionally I have some stuck threads here that don't like to play nice. There we go, we got that. And this camera is definitely in the way. And I am grabbing it on the end here. Let me see. I got to see if you can actually see this. Let me get rid of my logo. Or I can move it. I'll move it over there. There we go. And I'm trying to see if this is going to help. Come on, cooperate. Oh, the delay in this drives me crazy. Come on. There. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me see if I zoom in a wee bit if that helps. Whoopsie. Come on. There we go. Okay, so when you're putting in your weft thread, you don't want to just do that because your piece is going to look like an hourglass. Okay, so you always kind of stretch it out and basically you pinch it. And because the weft thread has to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, it needs extra length to do that. So to do that, you do like an angle. In tapestry weaving, you do a bubble, but in loom weaving, you end up doing this angle. And you always pinch it here and just give it a nice little tuck. And then beat it down. And now I'm putting petal 1 in neutral position. And now I'm going to pick up petals 2 and 4. And the warp threads that are the third warp and the fourth warp threads are sharing a slot in my heddle. So they tend to want to stick together. So I'm just going down the row here and making sure that they are not stuck together. And now I'm catching that salvage thread here. Come on. There we go. And running it through. And I think I missed the thread. Hang on. No. Okay, I'm good. And I'm wrapping the weft thread that's currently in use around the weft thread that is not in use. This way they just kind of work their way up the salvage and they don't look too bad. Okay, so that was that one. Let me see if there's any questions. Hello, Connie, my love. How are you? Let's see if I can't zoom out just a touch. All right, now you can see it better. Okay, so that was the third in the sequence, and now I am up to the final pass. So that's the end of the light color, and that's why my pattern doesn't display correctly, because I'm using variegated yarn, and you can see this has a dark purple in it, and this has a dark purple in it. So you're not getting clear colors here. The colors are great. What you're seeing is kind of, it's more dull. Hang on. I forgot to turn the scanner off. I am just wonderful, Connie. Thank you for asking. The colors seem to be a bit dull. They're very, very vibrant. I just so enjoy these colors that I didn't care that you couldn't see the pinwheel. And basically what these heddle rods do, and what this rigid heddle does, is just lift up your warp threads in a different pattern. And when you do that, your weft threads create a pattern on the fabric. Okay, so that's one. And I'm not beating this thing down thoroughly because I like the loose fabric. I think it's going to be very, very nice once it is finished. So I don't want it to be stiff. And you can basically tell when you run your shuttle under, you can basically see the pattern. You know, you should have like groups of two. And see there I had a third one. So that's no good. Let me see if there's any more questions. Oh, Brittany just posted something on Facebook. Let's go check it out. And then we'll go back to this. Hang on a second. Let me load up my Facebook window. Okay. Oh, that's pretty, Brittany. Check this out, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love that. Just love life. I like that a lot. And here she did some marbling. Very, very cool. Now, was this an acrylic pour? The marbled one? That is beautiful. Right? I love the positive message. Exactly. The second one, that's an acrylic pour, yes? No? Or did you just dump on a lot of paint and swirl it around? It's very, very nice. I like it a lot. I do. Let me grab another sip of coffee. Hello, Jan, my love. How are you? Okay, so we are on step 3. It's easy to remember the pattern steps and what steps you're on because there's only 4 in here. So now we're doing 2 and 4. And I always try and run my hand over. You can see I have 2 sticking together here, so you kind of tweak them and they go down. They stop latching on. And, you know, even if you made a mistake on this pattern, because you can't really see the pinwheel, I don't think it would really matter all that much. Because I'm pretty sure I've made a mistake or two. I are human. And I am going to have to advance the warp a wee bit in a second because I am running out of space to work. And you can't see 2 threads here, but that's because they're sharing the same space. But each one of these have 2 threads in them. There we go. So that was another repeat. Okay. I'm going to leave this in neutral to see if there's any more questions. I don't see any. I'm doing good, Jan. Thanks for asking. Well, that's cool, Brittany. So that was not an acrylic pour. She covered the canvas with gray paint and then just took paints and swirled them around. So what I'm doing here is I'm releasing the pawl, which is the little gear lock, and I let that roll forward, and you can see that, you know, now it got real floppy. So now I'm tightening up the front beam, and I am out of paper at this point on the front beam. So that was 54, so this here marks 60 inches. And this is construction paper, this paper that I'm using on the beam here. And it's the kind that if you're in a new house and the workers are in there doing stuff, they lay this down on the floor so you don't mess up the floors. It's really thick. It's I would say that it's probably twice as thick as a paper bag, a paper shopping bag, and it works really, really well. Okay, so now I'm using this color, and we'll see if that's tight enough. Seems a bit, there we go. That's more better. Okay. Let me make sure. Can you still see? No, you can't. Let's see. There. Tighten it up. Don't move. And a lot of people steer away from weaving because they're afraid of the warping process, which is tying on all of these threads. And it's really not that painful. I've got a bad back, and I can do it. I would say, like, this one took me, I think this took me about a half hour to wind on and thread on. And basically I wound it on from the front beam, which is back here. And no. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I wound it on from the front, and I threaded it through the heddle, and I got it to the back and tied it onto the back beam. And then what you do is you just hold tension on it while you crank it until you're at the beginning on the front here. Yes, you can make blankets. There is a process called double weave, and that's also basically using these 3 heddle rods as well. And with double weave, you're going to go through the process. It's really quite magical. I mean, you just can't figure out how it's possible, but it works. So I can make, this is a 25-inch loom, so I can go up to 25 inches. So the process happens in the pickup, the way you pick up these rods. You weave the top, and then you weave, it's hard to explain because it's like a mirror image. Basically, the way you weave it, you end up having a fold down one edge. So when you take it off of the loom, it unfolds, and you have twice the width. So I do want to try some blankets. I got some yummy thread while Kelly and Brittany were here, and I want to try using them. It's a worsted weight, which is a nice weight. So I have these here. Come on. There's a delay, so I can't tell what you're seeing. Yeah, these colors in here are off. and I don't know how to go about fixing them, so I apologize. But this is very vibrant. It looks pastel here, and it's not. It's very, very vibrant. I don't know if I can get it closer, if it'll... No, it still looks very pale, anemic. So I was thinking of doing these two. Come on, there we go. Together. And basically, I would use one of them as a warp and one of them as a weft, and it would kind of make a plaid. So that's that color. And again, these are very vibrant, so you're not seeing the total picture here. But I also got a green and gray. Come on. There we go. And I got this one. And again, they look very, very dull. They are very vibrant. So I thought I could make, if not, lap blankets, then, maybe shawls. And there's a really cool method. If you want to make a shawl with this, there's a very, very cool method using double weave, where when you get to a certain point, basically the end of your warp, you start weaving your weft with your warps. So you cut the warp off on the back of the loom so you have a length, and you weave with that. And it slowly becomes a triangle. And you get this really cool plaid at the end. It's really, really cool. So I would like to try that. But the next thing that I'm trying is a pattern that Sanjay found. And it's called, let's see, what is it called? Let me see if I can find it. Krokbragd. It's Krokbragd. Krokbragd. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's really cool. But you can do like Fair Isle knitting on the loom. So it's really, really cool. And the pattern that he found is picket fences and black sheep and white sheep. So as soon as I can get the yarn for that project, I will be doing that next. Okay. It's hard to see. The camera is definitely in my way. My little hummers stay here until dark. They basically fill up their tanks for the overnight. Hi, Judy. How are you? Okay. And these heddle rods work pretty good. They're just wooden dowels. That's all they are. And I've got pieces of yarn. Now see, I have, oh, okay, I got really double. They're just pieces of yarn that I tied around the warp threads. And there, I had a double. To hold, you know, it helps pick up the warp when you are, when you're going under it. I keep stopping to check and see if there's any questions. Let me grab a sip of coffee. Now I'm using 3 and 4. Okay, so that takes care of that one. So you can see the purple here. That's basically the same color that's in this dark one. So that's why I'm having problems with the pattern not being shown off. There we go. Oh, tangled up here. Here we go. That's some old. All right. Now it's only the first one. That was only the first one. How much does a loom cost that size? This loom, I got a special bundle. This loom costs about $320, depending on where you buy it. It costs about $320. It is a shocked 25-inch flip loom, and I got a special deal on it where I got the stand with it, and I also got a variable dent heddle, and these white plastic things that you see here, those are dents, and there's slots here, and then there's holes, and that's how you thread your yarn through. So the variable dent allows you to have larger holes or smaller holes so you can use fancy yarns. So I got that with it too. No, I mean, it's not that bad, honestly. It really isn't. I thought it was reasonably priced. It's very well made. Shocked. I have a shocked spinning wheel that I absolutely love. And I don't know when my yarn is going to show up for the crooked brogged project. So I may break out my shocked spinning wheel and do some spinning on Thursday night. I have some fiber. Oh my God, I have to show you this fiber. And I know that the colors are going to be off because, well, you know, the camera. I'll have to set it up later. But, oh my God, this stuff is amazing. I'd love to start. I'll tell you a few things that are very expensive and ridiculous. And you can find better ways of fixing it. So this is from Bountiful Alpine Meadow Fibers, and it is 1 pound of what they call Black Lake. I mean, is that not gorgeous or what? The colors are very, very bold and bright. You're seeing very pale, muted colors. These are like smack your mama bright. So isn't that gorgeous? So I want to spin that up. I've been trying to locate all of my yarn stash to see what I've got. And I uncovered this whole huge crate of mostly fiber. So I'd like to start spinning that up. So I don't know how long it's going to take. I bought the yarn from a company called Ice Yarns, and they're really a very economical company to buy yarn from. I can get you a link if you'd like. Hang on a second. There we go. This company is in Turkey, and they sell mostly to Europe and the US, so they keep their yarns cheap as possible to make up for the high shipping cost. And really, it's not that high. I bought, let's see, how much did let me check my order. I bought 3 different colors. They're 100% wool yarns, and I bought they come in, I think, a pack of 4. So each color has 4 balls. So I bought 3 colors. It was $29.97, and then $18.95 shipping. So the grand total, which will allow me to make several hundred of these croquebod coffee mug rugs, is $48.92. So as far as the cost of yarn, it's very, very reasonable, and it's definitely worth it. So, but you know, because it's from Turkey, I don't know if I'll get it, you know, in time for this thing to come off the loom. So we may end up doing some spinning in between. I just have not, you know me, and if you see the way my videos go out, and you see how I keep changing. I have ADD. I have attention deficit disorder, and it's very, very hard to stay focused. But then again, I also have tunnel vision, and that makes it even worse because I get so fixated on a topic that I have to devour everything I can find on it. But I have wanted to weave for 30 years or so. And I'm just so glad that my mom was so generous with my birthday check. So it's allowed me to splurge on PJ and Kelly, and allowed me to get these things. So I also got a tapestry loom, and I'm going to be doing tapestry pieces also. And that's different. That, you know, then you would not be doing this, what you're seeing now, pinch and angle. You do something called a bubble, where you go like this. So that would be how you would do that. So I just have a few here I have to unstick. For some reason, certain colors seem like they just want to stick together. But so who else is crafting along with me tonight? What are you all doing? I know Brittany is painting. I don't know if Kelly is doing anything creative or just enjoying a night off. If I just shut up and start weaving, I'll actually get this thing finished quickly. Come on. There we go. That's the end of this blue. And we'll switch back to the lighter colors. You're playing with your new toys that you got for your clay? Oh, cool, Susan. What did you, Sandra, what did you get? Did you get new cutters? See what happens when hubby goes away for a while? Okay. Oh, I have a knot. Hummingbirds, man, they make a lot of noise. They have a high-pitched cheep. On that one feeder I was able to show you, blurry as it was, that one does not have a perch. So they have to hover. And I've seen two of them drinking from the same hole, hovering over each other. When I don't have a camera in my way, it's actually, I can actually do quite a bit. So on, I think it was Thursday night, I had mentioned that my dear sweet friend Linda had to go in for triple bypass surgery, and they got in there yesterday morning at 6:30, and she was in surgery until I think like 1:30, and they had to do a quadruple bypass. So she made it through surgery. They had to give her 1 unit of blood and 2 units of platelets. And she's still in cardiac ICU, but she made it, so she's she's going to recover. I truly hope that she will, and I thank God. I've been thanking him for 2 days, so she's going to be fine. She's going to get through this. She's going to be better than before, because when my dad had his quadruple bypass in 1994, oh my God, he was like a brand new man. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, okay, she got new cutters, bow-shaped cutters, texture roller that does a basket weave pattern, and a new slicer. Oh, cool. You had to take your bird feeder down? Aw. Bella was eating the bird seed? Oh, yeah, well. Oh, and you got a rotating cutting mat. Oh, there you go, for your quilt making. My friend Linda Davis, her husband Fairley, they were the ones that lived right next to me at the front of my driveway. And he was the one that fell off the roof and died a year ago. So my friend Linda, she doesn't stay here anymore because being in the house is too painful. So she moved in with her daughter in Wilkes. Um, so let's see if I can move this a little bit. I'm just trying to see if I can't give you a little bit more space. There we go. Yes, yeah, no, she had quadruple bypass, and I, I, I'm pretty confident that she's gonna pull through, and I thank the Lord every day because she's really had a rough year. Carly was the love of her life. They were married for 47 years. Like I said, when I'm not trying to maneuver around the camera, this goes much faster. I was watching a YouTube video last night and I got like 6 inches done in the blink of an eye. It was just amazing. The darker it gets, the more frantic the hummingbirds get out there. So there's that pattern. Now let's switch back to this color. Let's see if we can't actually get this puppy finished and off the loom. I got a fringe maker to make twisted fringe. So this will have nice twisted fringe on it. Just checking to make sure I'm not missing any threads. Sometimes it's hard to see them. Let me see if there's any questions. I don't see any. I think if I tighten this up a bit, it might be easier. So what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the cost of some of these things. Like there's something, if you're doing a big piece or if you're working on a floor loom or a large table loom and you're doing, a set of towels, you might have a warp that is 7 yards long. And that's kind of impossible to do between your loom and one warping peg. So they've created this frame, a square frame, rectangular frame that has a whole bunch of dowels going around it so that you can get different configurations and get different lengths. And I mean, that thing is like $300. I'm sorry. It's 4 pieces of wood and some dowels. That doesn't justify that. And you know, the big companies sell these yarn swifts because when you buy thread in yarn in hanks, they come twisted and they're not a center pole ball. So you have to put it on a swift and then crank it on a ball winder so you can have a center pole ball that you can use. So yeah, they want a disgusting amount of money for the simple swift. So I went on eBay. Was it eBay or Etsy? I think it was eBay. And I found this guy in Pennsylvania. Come on. Who was making very simple swifts at a very reasonable price. It was like $29. So I bought his. And then these shuttles, this is called a shuttle. These things cost like $18 a piece. But if you go to Lowe's, you can get really large paint stirrers. And this one, I cut a corner off each end and I sanded it down to a point. So I could use this as a pickup stick. Because you can do pickup sticks where you're going, you know, you're getting certain thread like this. And, you know, you're going this way. And then you make your own shed and you can go under. So, yeah, it's a paint stirrer. I got 3 of them for, I don't know, $1.97 or something. And I ordered yardsticks. I got 10 yardsticks from Amazon. And you can cut those up and use them as the shuttles. And I've made some smaller ones. Where are my smaller ones? Did I put them in here? Yep. So I made a shuttle. There you go. And this is when you're doing something that's much narrower. But yeah. Some of their prices for some of their things are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right. Are you going to show how you end this piece? Yes. I do plan on it. I have to stop talking and I have to just start weaving. And then I can hopefully get this piece done. Like I said, having the camera right here is kind of in my way and it's slowing me down. I kind of like have to hyperextend my elbow to get around the tripod. And I keep forgetting to do that. Come on. I got 2 threads here that are stuck together. There we go. Let me take a look at what Connie is saying. Hang on, guys. Oh, don't worry. I'll keep talking, Connie. All right, so that was the first 2. Now we're doing 2 and 4. again. This is the one that likes sticky. Just run your hand across there, and if you see any that are stuck together, just give them a little tweak, and they will come apart. And one side. So this does speed up when you're not dealing with a camera and trying to keep an audience happy. I can zoom in a wee bit and see if you can see the process any better. I don't know if that'll help. The colors are really off. That bothers me, because they are just so pretty. You should be able to see them. I was having trouble. This is a camera I haven't used in years, and it had the display on in the corners of the date, the time, the length, and it was all showing up on the computer, and I didn't want that. So I was busy trying to fix that, and I didn't notice until it was too late that the colors were off. I'll have to get some better lighting in the dining room here. I have LED lights here, but there's only 2 of them. Okay. Now we're moving back to the blue. I just keep checking the. If you ask me a question and I don't respond right away, just be patient. I'll look over at the chat room every so often. Come on. You can pretty much tell if you have picked up an extra or missed one by the pattern that shows up on the shuttle as you pull it through. So this is my 3rd piece, and I think I showed, let's see, Memphis, 1, 2, 3, I have to do one more. I think I showed my other scarf that I did I guess a week and a half or so ago. I'll grab it in a second and show it to you. That's the end of the blue. Let me grab that other one. Here it is. Hang on. I am all tangled up here. There we go. There you go. This is called a clasped weft, and actually that's the back. This has not been washed yet, so when it gets washed, it'll even out more. But using a clasped weft, I'm going in with one weft all the way and grabbing another color and then going back out. And by doing that, you interlock the two wefts. And where they interlock, they have these little nubbies and it kind of feels like braille. And this here, this was kind of a mistake on my part. I got done warping my loom and I sat down to look at it and I was looking at a glaring hole in the middle of my heddle. So I had missed a warp. So I said, oh, well, maybe it's a design opportunity. So I put the dark green going down there, and I don't really like it all that much. But so that was project number 2. And I think project number 1 is actually over here. I think. It may be, I think it's in the kitchen. Kelly liked it. He was wearing it. Okay, so now we're switching back to this color. It is very soft. I'm using the same yarn here. This is sock yarn, and it is 100% merino superwash. And by superwash, it means that the scales, if you look at a hair follicle, piece of hair under a microscope, it's going to look like kind of like a closed, long, skinny pine cone that has these little scales all over it. And the superwash process kind of fluffs up that fiber and cuts some of those scales off. So the fibers don't tend to interlock and felt quite as much. So these were 100% superwash merino wool, and it's standard sock yarns. So it's very, very soft. The colors are just amazing. I really enjoy using these yarns. I'm actually going to have to wind this warp on again because I am running out of space to work. So like I said, this is project number 3. And the next one will be the croak brogged. And that is going to be sheep, and they're going to be mug rugs to put your coffee cup down on. And I'm probably going to make a whole pile of them. At least 4 to start, because otherwise you're spending all this time to do a piece that is, you're putting all this warp on for a piece that's going to be like this big. So You know, you wanna put on enough so you can get a couple of them out of there. And you can do that. You can run a whole. You can put on a 10-yard warp, and you can just keep going until you run out of yarn, or you're tired, or you're done. And you can just do what is called a tabby or plain weave, which is half up, half down, and then you reverse it in between them, or you can actually just skip warp and start here on the next one. There we go. Let's advance this warp a bit more. Let me zoom out and I'll show you what I'm doing. Let's see. No, that's going the wrong way. Sorry. Let's see. All right, we'll freeze you right there for a second. And these are the gears and the pawls. And the pawls are just like teeth. They just kind of have little teeth in them, and they stop this from unwinding too fast. So I'm just releasing it and winding on. And I think I could get away with winding on a bit more. Harden the body in the way here. And I think that's going to be, yeah, basically. All right, so at this point, that's 60 inches. And I'm out of paper here, so I really can't mark it anymore, but this is 66 inches where I'm putting this pin, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's 66 inches. Okay. That's better. That's still loose. Okay. So let me just make sure. Let me see what you all are seeing. The gears that are in the back are also in the front. So I can back you up and show you. There, this is the pawl, and that's the gear. And you can see how much I've got wound onto the back, the breast beam. All right, let's move you back. Do I stand the whole time? No, honey, I'm sitting down. You could certainly do it, Connie. It's really not a big deal at all. All right, so let's see if we can move you. I'm sorry about getting seasick, guys. And this thing is not staying put. Okay. There you go. Now let me zoom in a wee bit. It's a lot of fun, Connie. And you know what? You can start with a tapestry loom. You could actually buy a really cheap loom on Amazon. If you are curious at all about trying it, hang on one second, and I will show you a cheap loom. These things are here. Let's see if I can find a slightly better one. If you're just interested in trying it and playing. Let me find you one. There we go. I'm just going to give you a link to my search in Amazon. And you all can go and take a look at the search. The very first one that you see there, the plastic weaving loom that you use to make the pot holders with, that is a piece of garbage. Don't buy it. That's the one that Brittany and I got when they were here. But the second one is only $18.99. And it's a Mickey wooden multi-craft weaving loom, large frame. It's not really large. Let me switch to my desktop and see if I can show you. There you go. So you can see it has a method of changing the warp. So you'll have multiple sheds. And I mean, technically, if you really wanted to just give it a try, you could buy this one here. This one is Melissa and Doug wooden multi-craft weaving loom, and this is basically what a tapestry loom is like. And you can see the pictures here. You just use this needle to go up and down because you don't have heddles. So I mean, that one is only 27 bucks. So you can do this on the cheap if you are interested in seeing if it's something that you would enjoy. Okay, so I gotta move my screens around so I can see what you're seeing. Make sure that I'm not out of frame. There we go. Okay. So let's see if we can't finish this. Okay, I did light, so now we're back to dark. And up to this beam here is 66 inches. But I have no more paper to write the length on. Okay, let's see what we can do. I would really like to get this to the point where I can take it off the loom. My tomatoes are looking kind of droopy. They were saying we could have gotten thunderstorms today, so I didn't go out and water, but we got a little bit of rain. We got 0.2 inch, not even a quarter of an inch. So I'm kind of hoping that, I'll see there's two threads there. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get more rain. They said around 9 o'clock or so we might get some more. So that would be very helpful because the tomatoes are thirsty. Let me see what Sandra's saying. And you can use any yarn you want, Connie. The one thing that you have to be careful about when you're weaving is you want to make sure that you're using a strong warp thread because you're going to be applying tension to it. Now, that Melissa and Doug loom that I showed you, that's a tapestry loom, so you're not going to be rolling your warp on. It's just going to be however long the frame is. But that's enough to do, you know, washcloths, pot holders, you know, little things that you want to play with. Yeah, things are getting dry here. My creek is way down. I haven't seen it this low in a long time. The spring and the early summer was extremely rainy here. Oh, wow. What happened, Sandra? Hubby got home 2 days early and is already driving me crazy. You can use regular yarn. What you want to do is you want to grab your yarn and you want to yank on it. And if you can't break it, you can use it as warp. What you can do is you can use pearl cotton. You know the pearl cotton from knitting doilies and stuff? This is not pearl cotton. This is same twine. And it's 12 ply, very, very strong cotton. And I think I could probably pull my gator with the truck using this stuff. It's very, very strong. It's actually used for carpet warp. So you can use pearl cotton. Excuse me. So you can use pearl cotton as your warp, and then you can use regular, you know, everyday yarn. The yarns that I showed you before, the cakes, you could do that. I would say that if you're doing pot holders or, you know, a trivet, you would want to use some pretty thick yarn that would not melt. So maybe like the, I would say maybe like the peaches and cream, Walmart cotton stuff. You could use that to do trivets, pot holders, things like that. So yeah, the heavy duty, the stuff that they have in Walmart. Peaches and cream, it's called, I think. So you can use that to do back and forth. If you're using acrylic yarn, it could melt. And it won't really be a good insulator. So, but otherwise, I mean, if you're just making, I don't know, you could make hats on that one. You would do the whole length of the loom, and then you would fold it in half and sew it down on the two edges, and you would get a square, basically a square hat that you can then play around on, you know, to fix the corners. You can put pom-poms on it. Hi, Nikki. How are you, darling? So there's lots of things that you can do on those small looms. But I wanted to do something. I wanted something that was, you know, like a step up from the cheapo. I wanted a for real one. And the more I get into this, the more I'm thinking I would really like. I really don't want a floor loom because I just don't have the space for it. But I would love a table loom. I would have a lot of fun with that. I might sell them, yes. I'm, like these are my very first attempts. This is only project number 3. So, I'm not sure if I'd be comfortable selling it because it's not professional. But what I want to do is I want to make like the art yarn scarves. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. Post to the flock and get in chat room. PJ just posted a photo of his floating shelves. So we'll wait for him to come into the. Hey Linda, how are you? I think what I'm going to do, like this one, I was kind of leaning towards the pastor's wife over in the Little Rock Baptist Church. She had a skirt that had these colors in it, so I think it would look beautiful on her. So I think these beginning scarves that I'm going to try are going to end up being like Christmas presents or something, or just here, have a scarf. So that's the plan there. All right, so let's go. PJ, did you post the picture? And by the way, PJ, Kelly and Brittany are here, so say hello. Yeah, God points. Yeah, give it to the pastor's wife. So, and I'm going to get some more. I'm going to use up some of my cheaper acrylic yarn. I think it's stunning, PJ. So post the picture to the flock so I can show everybody. But anyway, so I want to, make a bunch of scarves, and I can use thick and thin yarns and kind of do art yarny things because I've got a lot of interesting yarn to use. All right, you forgot to do this. There we go. Okay. And I do believe I need, no, that's pretty tight. All right, so now we're doing this color. Kelly may have fallen asleep. I don't know. I don't know if Brittany's still there. They were here earlier. Let me know when you post that picture. My son has spent the last week or so putting together these floating shells for Carrie's art studio. And he has got 3 of them up. I think there's going to be I think 5. And I think my Hummers have decided to go to bed. Posted? All right, let me go. Yeah, he's got 2 more that he still has to make. Okay, let me switch here to the flock. Oh, they look so beautiful, PJ. There you go. Check that out. Let's see if you can actually see. Aren't they gorgeous? That is so pretty, PJ. You did a great job on those. Very, very nice. Very pretty. Okay, let me... Just trying to move things around so I can actually see what's going on here. And now I've lost the chat room window. Stop doing that. Hang on for a second, folks. We are having difficulties. There we go. Now I know you can see everything. They look fine, PJ. So long as stuff can sit on them, you've done a good job. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I goofed, didn't I? Did I goof here? No, okay. I'm confused. Where am I? Heavens. It's hard to see. There. See, he's like me. Projects are never good enough. You step back after you're done and you say, yeah, I could have done better. Yeah, I did screw up. I did screw up. And because this might be going to the pastor's wife, I'm actually going to undo. I'm going to unweave. Hang on a minute. I thought I did something wrong there. I was right. Let's see. Oh, fudge. I hate it when things don't work. How did that happen? I would like to know how that happened. Okay. Come on. Please work this time. Please work this time. Please work. Yay. All right. Now I just have to undo this. Oh, you get put in a close up. Let me go look. Hang on. I'm having difficulties here. So just bear with me. That should have been 2. Right? Hang on. Mother has had an issue here. There. Okay. Now let's fix that. I actually have to undo one more row. So sorry guys. Then I'll once I undo this, I'll go show you PJ's close-ups. So Linda, you were saying that you have oh, I did it again. You're having problems getting in the groove? Oh, come on. All right, now I'm starting to get agitated. Mommy is getting mad. And if you know Mommy, that's not a good thing. PJ, just a second and I'll show you your picture. I am having problems here. Ay, 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 ay. All right. I'm doing it the easy way. I'm just taking the yarn off the shuttle and pulling it all through because I'm over this already. This is what happens when you're not paying attention. You have to unweave. There we go. There's that mistake fixed. Now, here's the next one. This is much easier than trying to get the shuttle in and out of there. Okay, next mistake is here. If you're only doing 2 colors, which is what I should have done with this pattern, you won't have this issue. It's all these different colors that I've got here that's throwing me. Okay. There. Now let's get this back. This was number 2. It should have been... Oh, number 2 got messed up. That's what my problem is. So let's undo that row. Okay. Where's the end? Come on. Oh, people. There. Sheesh. I tell you. I'm sorry about that. Let me get this wound back on here. I'm going to show you PJ's picture. There. And then we'll fix this. Okay, let me go back to the Facebooks. Okay. Oh, that was Brittany. And this is it. Here's a close-up. Let me see if you can actually see the whole image. Yes, you can. Well, sort of. You can see part of it. But I think they came out really good, PJ. I think you did an awesome job. And I will certainly be sending you some schematics on things I want you to make for me. Hello there, Tanya. How are you? We haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, cool. Nikki's going to be covering another box while she's watching me. First unweave and then weave again. Okay, so let's try and do this again and not make a mistake again. I got excited when PJ came in, so. Okay. Yeah, I know, PJ, I know. After you have a freaking shop. Okay, so I guess that means I should send you money for a shop. I think I could help you out. A little bit anyway. Okay, so now I'm doing 2 and 4. Getting back on track here after my little faux pas. Faux pas. Unstick, dagnabbit, unstick. Oh, come on. It's very hard to see. All these colors. I gotta make sure I don't pull it out too quickly, otherwise I'm gonna break my window here. And I still hear my hummers chirping outside, so they must still be out there. 3 and 4. Okay, that's number 4. Now, let's switch back to the dark color. I may have to stop. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more yarn to my shuffles. Oh, wonderful news, Tanya. That's fantastic news. Yeah, right, PJ? You'll pay me back. If I give you something, it's never a loan. It's a gift. You should know that. I'm so glad that your cancer's gone, Tanya. That is really great news. Okay, on to the dark color here. And let's not make any boo-boos this trip. It might brighten things up if I put a piece of paper in. I don't have any available right now, but If I had a white piece of paper, I could put it under the loom. That might make things a little bit easier to see, but that would have required forethought on my part. I have heartburn. I had some leftover pasta for lunch, and it was very heavy with the tomato sauce, and oh yeah. And I went to the doctor today because I was all prepared to tell him that the drug he added to my diabetes regimen was not working. And he said that the issue may actually be the fact that I have such a strange schedule, because there are some nights when I don't go to bed until 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, basically, the sun is coming up by the time I'm closing my eyes. So that, and I only eat like once or twice a day, and then I may graze a little here and there. But so he's asked me. He said that my, what is it, A1C or whatever it is, the test that tells you the glucose level of your blood. He said it went from 8 to 7.2. So he says that is fantastic. And then, but my numbers are still wacky when I do my blood stick in the morning. So he's asked me to take the new med, which is Tragenta, right before I eat, and because it's supposed to work with your body's own insulin to help regulate things. So he asked me to take that before I eat, and then to take my blood sugar twice a day, and see if these are just bad readings that I'm getting. Because I was getting concerned. I mean, the other morning my blood sugar was 175. So, yeah. But then again, the next day it was 105, which is normal. Like between like 89 and 110 is okay in the morning. Okay. Come on. Any more else? You posted your latest creations on the flock? Ooh, okay. Let's go take a look. Let me just finish this one pattern here, and I will go check it out. We have to convince Linda to start making videos, because wow, that gal is talented. She is super talented. Okay, let's handle that repeat. All right, let's go take a look at what Linda posted. They're really kooky. Well, I like really kooky. I really like your type of kooky. I got to keep increasing the size of my browser. Oh my God, Linda. Okay. Holy cow, people. Check this out. Look at this. Tin babies. Linda, these are brilliant. Hang on, let me move the screen so you can actually see them. Hang on, I'm having difficulties here. Hang on. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So there's that picture. Those are a scream. I love those. I love the Quaker coffee. What happened? There we go. Here's the next one. Oh my God, look at these. Loganberry. Oh my God, these are epic. Well, now isn't she divine? That's really cool. Make sure you can see the whole thing, yeah. Stop. Those are awesome, Linda. I love them. You need to be selling those, setting up a website and selling them, because I think you'd make quite a bit of money there. You hit a dry streak, yeah. That's the way I get. You like the Folgers guy? I kind of like the Quaker one the best. I thought the Quaker coffee one was really cute. But they are awesome, Linda. They really are. Okay, let's get back to this and see if we can't get this stupid thing finished. Oh dear. Oh, that'll be cool, Linda. Linda's going to do an art walk in September. If they choose you, I don't see how they couldn't. That's the kind of art that I like to do. I like to do stuff that makes people say, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful." But I also like to do the fun stuff. That was the reason why I started doing the creeples. Come on. You're not real good with the whole judging thing? Yeah, well, I'm not either, you know. But when it comes to things like, oh, what are they, like county fairs and stuff? Uh, you have to take it with a grain of salt because they are not artists, the judges. They're just people that volunteered to fill a position. It's very rare that you have an actual artist and an actual artist that can appreciate what you've done to be a judge. So, you know, if you get rejected from a county fair, don't get all bent out of shape because, frankly, it was them, not you. And I've sent my stuff to galleries before when I was doing the wood turning and stuff because a friend of mine was in this gallery. So I said, all right, so, but I never heard back from them. And, you know, to be honest, I really have no desire to put my stuff in a gallery because galleries today don't do anything for you. They don't do any advertising. They don't do anything for you. But they still take like 60% of your commission. So they do nothing other than put your stuff on a shelf and let it collect dust. They don't promote the artists anymore. They don't do anything. So you're basically, if you're selling a piece for $100, they're getting $60. So in my book, that's not, no, I'm not doing that. The Arts Council here in Ashe County doesn't take a commission. And they do studio tours. So if and when I ever get my studio organized, I would definitely sign up for the studio tours. I was a member, but I let it expire. So I have to re-up my membership. But they do a lot of promotion of their artists. And a lot of the restaurants in town and a lot of the shops promote local artists' work too. You go in there and you see all sorts of art all over the walls. So, okay. Let me check and see if there's any questions. You posted some pictures of the beads you're working on? Okay, I'll go look. Oh. Hang on, I gotta change my screen again. Oh, there they are. Look at those. All right, let's switch over. Let's see if you're getting the whole picture. Yep, you are. Those are pretty. I love those. Very, very pretty. Oh, look at those Christmas trees. Those are cool. Those are gorgeous, Sandra. Ooh, those are pretty too. Those are neat. Very, very cool. Oh, I like those too. They are fabulous, I'm sorry, Sandra. Fabulous. Doesn't Sandra do great work? I love her beads. Okay, so we've done that. Hello there, Mr. Dinky Doo. How are you? What's the matter, Dink? You can't see you can't see your hummingbirds now. They have gone to bed. I have like a little folding ladder in the dining room that it's opened up, and it's got like, a painter's ladder, so it's got really wide steps, so I put his food on one of the steps, and I leave it close to the door, to the window, so he can look out, and he likes to sit there and watch the hummingbirds. I am doing 1 and 3, so that is that. And there's 2 of them there. Hang on. Did I skip? Yep, I did. I done did it. Come on. Come on. Hi there, Dinky Boo. What you doing? Come on now, let's get untangled here. yarn? Go, it's 66. We're at 69 inches. That paper should fall out the next time I advance. Unless I added more yarn. Okay, let's do this. Dinky, what are you doing? Could you not? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop and add some more yarn. Come on. There you go. Give me number 3. Thank you. Hang on. There. That's what I wanted. And you didn't do it. Okay. Ah, bugger. The yarn fell off the shuttle. Get a bit of a knot there. And we'll do it all over again. Dag nabbit rabbit. Hopefully they won't all stick together this time. There. I'm getting sloppy because I'm so close to the end. I'm rushing. You're watching? Just cooking your supper. Okay. Uh-oh, Nikki's not back for long. Let's get this done. And we'll see how close to being done we are. And then I'll decide whether or not I just want to stop at this point. Because the excess that's on the loom it's called, basically loom waste is called thrums, kind of like thread crumbs. But you can use them, so they don't all go to waste. And oh, I'm done with that. I have to go back to the dark now. Let's finish that one. And I dropped a shuttle. One and three. Thank you. Let go. Hi, little C. How you feeling? Little C is in the house. Um, 2 and 4. Come on. There we go. Okay. Come on. Let's go. There. This is like staring at somebody with a striped shirt on. Very hard on the eyes. Okay. All right, so we've gotten 66. We have 70 inches, and that's how much I said we were going to do. You're tired? And your W's, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm so sorry, little C. Oh no, that's not good. You fell yesterday. You need to take it easy on yourself, girl. You need to take it easy. You have done for everybody all your life. Now it's time for people to take care of you. If I were closer, I'd be over there. You hang in there. And if you ever need somebody to talk to and there's nobody around, hit me up on Facebook. I'm a night owl. I'm up all night. So don't worry about it. You can text me anytime you want. All right, let's see now. I want to see what happens if I tug on this paper a wee bit. It don't come out. All right. I guess I was overzealous with my warp amounts. Yeah, it's still going. I am at 70 inches, so I'm going to put this marker here. So I know I'm at 70 inches. And I'll leave it up to you guys. Should I do some more? Hello there, Diana. How are you? Your BP dropped? You went to, oh dear, that's not good. Hang on a second. Oh. Picking up my drop shuttle. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Should I continue doing more length on this? Or should I just cut it off? It's up to you guys. You tell me, because this thread won't go to waste. The yarn won't go to waste. So if you're interested, I'll show you how to take it off. I'll leave it up to you. So it's up to you guys. You want me to do more weaving, or do you want me to take it off? No, it's not a rug. It's a scarf. It is a scarf, and it is 12 inches wide. And it is currently 70 inches up to this point. And there'll be about 5 inches of fringe. You say it's long enough? Okay, then we're going to do this. Okay, so let's see if I have enough yarn here to do this. I'm going to do a hem stitch, and that is not going to be enough. But I could use the blue to do the hem stitch, and that should be enough. Let that dangle. One, you need about 4 times the width, and I have more than that, so that's plenty. And I will zoom in to show you the hem stitch. And I don't know as to whether or not there's anything I can do to help make this pop a little bit more. Let me find my needles. I think I put them in this here little box. No, I did not. Not yet. Okay. So let me find my needles. They are floating around here somewhere. Got to find my needles. Where did they end up? Okay, Nikki, thanks for being here. Nikki has to go, so I'm just going to look here quickly for my needles. Ah, there they are, right here. So I'm going to be using a tapestry needle here. Come on. There you go. See, it's got a little crook on the end there. And let me try zooming you in. Wrong way. There's just no way to do this. I don't want you to get sick. All right, hang on. This is very stressful. Look away from your screen if you are easily made ill here by moving things. Stop moving. It's still moving. Okay, I think I've got it. Oh my God, that's horrible, Carrie. I'm sorry about that. She was in the hospital for 8 hours today. Okay. All right, so if I can get my chair scooched over here. And I'm just moving my little toolbox out of the way so I have some more room. Let's see if I can sneak over here without hitting the... There, okay. I need my mouse because I can't see what's going on. Okay. So, I need 1, 2, 3. I need about that long. Okay, so this is a hem stitch that will secure the end of the weaving. And it kind of goes like this. So this is a blunt end tapestry needle. There's no real point because you don't want to split your yarns. And basically, I'm going to start here And let's see, there's 56. 56, somebody grab a calculator. 56 divides by 4. I can do 4 because I have different colors. Okay, all right. The end tassels are going to have 5 because I have the salvages. So we'll do in groups of 4. So I'm going to go underneath this, and I'm going to go up 2 weft threads. So right there. And I'm drawing through. And then I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to leave this loop up here. Okay. And that will tie off this end. So you just pull it snug, and you get a nice little knot there. And then we do this again. So I'm going to go down 4, and I'm going to go up 2 weft threads, and I'm pulling through and going down again, and this time wrapping the yarn around, and it makes a nice little knot. Okay, so you can see that. I can't see the chat room. Hang on a second. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to go down 4 and up 2 weft threads. And make a loop. Okay, and that ties it off nicely. And then I'll be twisting these when I take it off the loom, if I can find my twister. Hello, Rosie Pose. What you doing? I'll be taking it off in a minute, hopefully. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes, right? You go through once, and then make a loop around it. And you just make a nice little knot here. That looks pretty. You really can't see it that well. Maybe if I stick my finger under there, it's a little better. I think I'll probably end up putting in some LED lighting in my little library, the former dining room. And I'll probably set my loom up in there. And then hopefully we should have better lighting for this. Because there's no room over in my studio to put this. It just gives it a nice little finish here. And it secures the ends. They're going to be tied anyway when I do the twisted fringe. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. Hello there, His Royal Spudness is in the house. How are you, Mark? Oh, I goofed. I goofed. I made the loop too soon. Hello, Mr. Dinky Doo. What are you doing? What you doing, Dinky Doo? Yeah. And I'll have to do this hem stitch when I get done. I'll have to do the hem stitch on the other side, on the other end. Whoops, because I did not do it at the start. All right, let's see if I can move my loom over a bit. And I did weave this loose. It should have, I think that the pattern would have stood out a little bit better if I had used my 10 dent heddle instead of my 8. At least, wait a minute, maybe that is the 8. I don't know. I don't know. I should use the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So I'll take pictures of this when it comes off the loom, and I'll post them to the flock, and you'll see the colors much better. Let's see, I'm quickly getting out of range. Let's see if I can move this over without it collapsing. There we go. Yeah, I think the colors worked really well together. And that's why I didn't care that the pattern didn't really show up. Because it was so pretty just by itself. And I had forgotten how much I really enjoy working with fiber. I have missed it a lot. So I have been very, very contented playing with this again. I've always found that, spinning and weaving, and it's very soothing. It's very cathartic. Okay, can you still see? So basically, again, I'm just going under four warps and up 2 whips. And let's see if I can stick a piece of paper in here and see if that helps. So I've gone under these 4 warps and up 1, 2 whips. And then I'm going to go back under this again, and I'm going to make a loop. Okay. And then under 4, up 2, pull it through, under 4, and make a loop. And 4, up 2. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Thank you, sweetheart. That's crochet for you? Yeah. I have some really pretty crochet yarn that I had got. Well, it's, you know, it's yarn. You don't have to use it for crochet. Um, that I started this pattern. I got off a guy on Ravelry who's a crochet designer, and he likes to do things in the round. So I bought all these bright colors, all these beautiful bright colors to do this round blanket, and I got it about lap size, and I put it down, and I haven't gone back to it yet. Let's see. Trying to get you to the edge. There you go. There you go. Now you're to the edge. So I'm oogling all those yarns. I have them over in my studio. I have the whole thing with the pattern and everything over there. So I might pick that up again. So this was very loosely woven. This wove a word. You can see the holes. But when you wash it, it does something called bloom, and those spaces should even out. No, dum-dum, you forgot to go up. You chill watching your yard critters? You got 3 squirrels coming to your feeder for peanuts? Oh, I know, they melt your heart, yeah. Although if I catch the little bugger that's in my attic over in the studio, it's not going to end well for him. What's the matter, Dinky Doo? Two. And we are to the end, people. We are to the end. And I am just going to do another loop-de-doo kind of knot here. And cut that off, and that will end up being part of the fringe, so I'll make it about like yay. Okay. So now comes the moment of truth. All right, where did my scissors go? Un momento, por favor. I've lost my scissors. There they are. Yes, little C. Yes, Sanjay's birthday was, when was it? The 11th. Okay. Stop collapsing on me, please. Thank you. Okay, I need my ruler, my tape measure. There it is. All right, so I'll cut it there. I'll trim it down later. You may have chased Gertie the groundhog away. She was living under the basketball court. Well, I think since I've been down here full time, the groundhog has stopped trying to live underneath my mudroom. Because yeah, that wasn't going to end well for him. Okay, let's do this. Uh-oh, there goes the heddle rods. There we go. So that is what a heddle rod looks like. See that? You just make a loop, and I have hair ties wrapped around the end, and basically a security piece of yarn just to hold it so it doesn't fall apart. So that is your heddle rod, and I used 3 of them. All right. And you can use your thrums or your leftover yarn, loom waste, to make more of those heddles for your heddle rods, or you can use them in art weaving projects. And you can see that I have quite a bit here. Oh, there you go. So there's about a foot left. And you can use this if you're doing art scarves. Oh, yes, indeed you do. This is definitely not getting wasted. And you can see how I tied it on. Okay, so that does not go to waste. No siree, Bob. And now I have this here that I want to. Where did I toss my needle? You've had 6 running under your storage building? Oh dear. HSN. Okay, HSN is having 24 hours of crafting. I don't have TV. All right. I'm just going to weave this in. I have ends that I have to cut and weave in. So, but I'm just gonna try and get a few of these. Come on. Cut that off. I won't weave them all in now. I'll spare you. And I only used like half. So I have enough here to do the other end. And now I'm just going to take these ones off. And here we go. Oh, where is that pin? I took the pin out of it. And there is the beginning of it. There's the paper. And I started this with tissue paper. And this has been a method that has been used for at least, I saw a book that was done in the 1918 the book was written. And they used tissue paper, toilet paper. Dinky, please stop. He's fascinated with stuff on the table. Don't you, no, 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 no. We're not doing that now. Go on. Go, go, go. Thank you. Good boy. Stay. So, but anyway, so what you do is you want to do this because you see that these are V's. They go like this when I tie them on. So in order to get them to be all equal, you need to put spacers in here. So that's what this stuff is. So now, where did I put that yarn? I threw it over my shoulder. And I'm going to do the same thing here, and I have no tension right now, so it's going to be a wee bit difficult to do this. Dinky, please stop. Go on, get down. Go on, get down. Come on, down. Get down. Oh, go on now. Don't knock things over, please. All right, let's see how I can do this. No, don't do it. You will regret it. Can't see where the end is here. All right, so where are the... I have to take some of this toilet paper out so I can see. There we go. That's some old vetiver. Yeah, he has grown, yeah. He's starting to get a little belly, too. All right, where is... There is that. Yeah, this is loose here. Oh, dum-dum, you forgot. Go up to lift. There we go. Yankee. Don't do it. But why, Mom? Ah, ah, ah. All right, there's that. Here's the next group, up to. I know I'm not zoomed in, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's having fun. I see you. I see you, monster. Mr. Stinky Dinky Doo. Okay, finish that one. Here is the next. Dinky. What you doing? You're getting into trouble. Stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 2. The end is loose here, but oh well. Hopefully it'll tighten up a little after we wash it. He's a very pretty cat. Mr. Stinky Dinky Doo is a very pretty cat. And when he's not waking me up at 5 o'clock in the morning or biting Rosie, he's good. So this toilet paper works real good. Okay, where did we leave off? What? What's going on? Alright, here's the next 4. Up 2. I don't know as to whether or not zooming in would be beneficial to anyone at this point, because it's kind of sloppy looking down here. So I'm not sure all these colors would show up on the camera clearly. So I'm just trying to get through this. Do you mind, Dinky? It's a good thing I have a whole roll of this paper, because he loves playing with it. Up to got a big gap here. I don't know where that came from. I can try zooming in a wee bit. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Hopefully. That was that group. Here's the next group. 4 up 2. Four. Up 2. This is where you would crash and burn? I don't think so. I mean, this is the exciting part, because you know, a couple more inches and this is coming off the loom. So this is the exciting part. And that's what Dinky says. Yes, just drop that toilet paper on the floor for me to play with, so I can then learn about going into the bathroom and undoing the whole roll. I have some loose weave here, so we're pretending that it's tight. Let go, please. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping you can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. Let's just. Toilet paper is quite strong actually, because I'm pulling on this hard and it's still not. There we go. There we go. All right, let's pick this mess up. Okay, it's a little bit easier to see now. Where did I end? Oh, good night, Carrie. Feel better, sweetheart. I'll post pictures of this in the flock, and hopefully you'll get better colors. So is Sandra still here? I'm curious why her hubby came home early. You never would have gotten past 2 rows. Oh, I bet you would have. Oh, we're almost there. Almost. Okay. So close. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Thanks for hanging with me. And again, I apologize that the video quality is kind of lacking. It's obvious I don't have an art assistant. Okay. Couple more. Come on. There we go. It's like 3 more to do and we're done. And then I can untie it and it'll be free. Come on. Straighten up. Um, and the last one. Okay. And that gives me just enough to tie another knot. There. Done, people. We're done. Now, I used surgeon's knots to tie this onto the apron beam. So they untie very, very easily. Okay, that's off. Thanks, Janet. Thanks, Connie. Now, I'll go see if I can find my little fringe maker and I'll show you how that works. Okay, here we go. There we go. That, my friends, is done. Let me pick up this craft paper. that up there by his food. And now I'm going to have to rearrange things a bit. So, I am going to put you in standby mode while I move the camera. So just un momento. Don't want you getting seasick. Okay. Now, where is the screen? And of course, I have a black laptop. Just a minute, Linda. Let's see if I can zoom in. There. You'll be appalled at my dining room table. But, you know, that's what happens when you live alone. Let me get some things out of the way here. I just shove stuff everywhere. Okay. And let's see if I have something white. Let's see if this will work. You're crafters, you get it. Okay. All right, let me put. Oh, hello! I switched cameras without even trying. Okay. Let me put my needle away before I lose it. Oh. And I'm gonna spread out. I got a white towel here, and hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier for y'all to see what I'm doing. There we go. Man, the lighting's terrible. And I'm directly under a big LED light. Okay. Does it really look brown? Let me see. I'm waiting for the delay on the YouTubes. It looks brown and it's not brown. Let's see. I'm going to try something. Properties. No, it's not happy. Brown, yeah, see, there's no brown. That's what I do too, Linda, yeah. All right, this is no. Let's see if I can. I can't seem to play with colors or anything because the camera's on. You know, because I'm streaming, so. Yeah, the lighting is not normally yellow. I have their LED. They should be white. Let me see if the light is on all the way. Because it's a dimmer. Yeah, it's on all the way. I wonder if this yellow light over here is affecting it. No. It does. Oh, it looks horribly yellow. Oh, I can see the pinwheels. I can see the little hooks. Move it closer to the camera. I mean, these are bright jewel tone rainbow colors. There is no tan, there is no brown. Yeah, when I get real up close and personal, you start to see the colors. But I'll definitely have to take better pictures of it. But now that I look at it, I do see the pinwheel. I see the little hook and a little hook and a little hook. It's just not as glaring had it been two colors. But this is where I cut it off. Let me go see if I can find my little fringe maker, my twisted fringe maker. It should be in this pile over here. Here it is. Imagine that, I found it on the first go. I didn't even have to dig. Oh, I didn't even have to dig. The blue of the computer screen is messing up the color balance. Okay. I don't know how to avoid that. Let's see if I can't zoom in. Oh, you can actually, oops, back up a bit. You can actually see the pinwheel. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. All right, let's get that out of the way. So now this is the first time I've used this. I've seen it done on the YouTubes. This box is hermetically sealed and not supposed to open. There we go. So this is the fringe twister, and you can see it does this thing. And that's how you use it. So how many threads do I have? 5, so I'm going to do 2 on 1. Remove the white box also. I moved it. Okay, get over here. Let's work on that. So you take this here and you clip it in there like that. Okay. And then you take the next group and you clip it all like that. And now you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. And then you unclip them and you make a knot at the end. Okay, and then you let it go and you get the twisted fringe. So I hope you can see that. That's right, Linda. We got to get Dadums down here. He needs to retire. Toot sweet. Because I need me an art assistant. Four roach clips in one. Oh, Linda, I do love you. Oh, boy. The proper term is alligator clip. Sheesh. Linda said the same thing when I took it out of the box. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and I'll do a few more just for good luck. Dinky, get down! Poor Rosie is trying to get some kibble, and Dinky just knocked a stapler down on top of Rosie. Yes, I know, Linda. Been there, done that. So there's that one. Let me fix this mess. Can you look at Rose? Thank you. Yeah, poor Rosie. So let's see. Let's do a couple more. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 4, 5. Okay, and then you let it go and you get a nice, I think that looks pretty. Let's see if I can hold it up for you. Your dad had CB radios and worked, you always swiped his clips. Where's the camera? There it is. Yeah, this camera does not, it's not real clear either, so. Isn't that cool how that works? And I think before I get any further in this, I should really go back here and see the length of this fringe and make it consistent. I think that would probably be beneficial. And I'm getting all tangled up here in the camera cables. Okay. All right. Here's the end. Okay, where's my scissors? And these little pieces are not waste either, because I can use them to make heddles. Hey Laura, how are ya? You've been cooking and watching on the TV? So these are the longer ones can be used to make more heddles for your heddle rods. So they're not complete waste. So I'm just giving these a bit of a trim here before I twist them all and then don't have the right length. I don't mind if they're a little off. How you doing, Laura? I hope you are well. That works. Oh, Mr. Dinky Doo? Yeah, he is cute. When he's not trying to, take out Rosie. And Rosie is so patient, I would have bit his face off, I don't know, a long time ago. But she puts up with it all day, all night. I think she likes him, I think. I don't know. I could be mistaken. All right. All right, so they have all been shortened. Oh, trying to cover up the black keyboard there so you can see what I'm doing. So basically I'm taking two at a time here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So my buddy Kyler lost most of her chickens to the chicken flu, the bird flu, so she got more chickens. Okay, so it's still two separate coils until you let go of them. And I think that looks real pretty. You know what, guys? I really need a sip of water here. I have to work on the lighting, but I'm just enjoying playing with my fiber and stuff again. And I can't really do it over in the studio. So I have to work on the lighting in here, but I will. And maybe we can wait until like Black Friday or something and I'll get a better camera. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, get in there. There we go. I'm kind of glad I listened to, I think it was Connie that said it's long enough. Because my back was getting tired. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you could even tie. Yes, you could put a bead in there. You most certainly could. That would be a good idea. The only thing I would worry about it is if the person flung it around their neck and shoulder, they might whack themselves in the head or face with a bead. But I would like to see beads on there. That would certainly be cool. Maybe they wouldn't be so free with the flinging if they knew there were beads on there, right? Dinky, what did you do now? Oh, you are so fresh. He loves water. Yeah, but they come out real nice. They really look very, very pretty. I just wish you could see it better. What are you meowing about, huh? What? I suppose you're going to walk over here. Huh? You're going to show everybody your fluffy butt? Huh? You coming over here or not? Of course you are. Come on. Come on if you're coming. So I can't get over there. It's a mess. Made a mess, Mom. There goes the box on the floor. Oh. Can we not? No! Don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. And that's 2. Yeah, that would make a pretty table runner. But if you saw my table, you'd understand why I don't have table linens. Because, you know, it's a mess. If I had a table runner on here, you'd never be able to see it. So I'll have to go over to the studio and dig through my yarn totes, and if I can find colors that I like for the crockbrogded stuff, you know, with the sheep and the fence. It's like Fair Isle but woven. then I'll do that Thursday. Otherwise, maybe I'll take up my spinning wheel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, couple more. And you are too long. I could see like a big, big dark purple bead on this. There we go. And you just let it, pull it out and let it go. And it looks so pretty. And you could actually do this again. You could actually take these two and twist them together. Dinky's latest trick is shoveling his kibble off of his tray on the ladder. Oh, I goofed. And shoveling it onto the floor. Every morning I come down here, his bowl is now upside down on the floor. Okay. So I think I'm just going to continue on with this. And what I'll do is, if it's nice out tomorrow, I will go outside and take pictures of this outside, and I will post pictures of it in the group. But it is getting late. So I think what I'll do is I will let you all go, and I'll show you the finished scarf on Thursday night. All right, guys. So let me find my mouse. If you are new to my channel, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do earn a few pennies from each subscriber that clicks on subscribe, and basically it's my only income at this point. So yeah, mama needs a craft budget. So give the video a thumbs up before you leave. You can leave a kind comment down below. And if you're looking for a whole bunch of new friends, come on over and join us on the Flock on Facebook. Mr. Nightbot has posted the links, and you will find the links and everything, you know, all my frequently used supplies down in the description box down below. So go give it a read, and I will catch you all Thursday night at 7 o'clock. I love you all, flockers. Good night.